Fellow Ambazonians, fellow people them for the Southern Cameroon Territory, na me, Capo, the Deputy Defense Chief for the Ambazonian Defense Forces for the Savannah States, around come today for this platform. Now, very early time for Hong Kong, almost 6 o'clock. I need to do this program very, very short and very, very fast so that I will go for work as we try to manage both the life of family, the life of work, and for help our people them, for give them a voice, and for help for coordinate and for participate through this organization, the Ambazonian Governing Council, and the defense wings the Ambazonian Defense Forces for fight, say, make the people them for Ambazonia then be liberated from this captivity and colonization where they from La Republique du Cameroon. I will be very unfortunately I don't be absent all these days and because we'll be so engaged on the ground planning and coordinating and also helping with our people them across the territory. And we then just go through a period with our forces then for Bamenda for oversee and for monitor the operation the way it take place in Bamenda yesterday. When I go to get the information them. But when I know say this one will be a news broadcast, this is not a news station. This one an advocacy station. Now a station for fight for our independence. So when we come here no before about for can report news, even the news will report them there is a news aspect, but all it be geared towards advocacy for an effective liberation war for liberate our country from recolonization from the Republic of Cameroon. For today, I titled the program for today, A Stern Warning to Kah Walla. Would send a warning to all the politicians them, when Ambazonian citizens them, whether they participate for politics within La Republic. We don't get the message we Kah Walla send them, and the few pan-Cameroonians politicians the way they parade themselves for media for be used by La Republique du Cameroon for their one Cameroon agenda. The people them for Southern Cameroon they don't decide for leave the union where they get them with La Republique du Cameroon. That decision that be made by Fongodi Dinka, it will be reiterated by Justice Ebongole for 1999, December 30th, when they will take over the radio station for Boya for announce our independence. That independence will be reiterated again and reinstated by Seseko Ayok Tabi. There is no negotiation about our statehood or our sovereignty. Kah Walla should be very, very careful how she runs her mouth. You are dealing with a state. The people of Southern Cameroon are a state. We, the people of the Governing Council and the ADF, we are the representative of the interests of that people. We carry the mandate for the people who rose up to demand for independence and outright separation from La Republique du Cameroon. They should be very, very careful when they talk about the state of Southern Cameroon. The sovereign right of our state is bigger than any individual right of our people. The sovereign right of Southern Cameroon is not a joke. Do not play with fire. Kah Walla, do not play with fire. You have to be intellectually honest with yourself when you come out to talk about statehood. When you talk about the monopoly of a state to use power. Southern Cameroon is a state. We are a people. Our people have the right to organize themselves into organization and to institute their own governance over their territory. We might not be recognized right now as a state, but we are a state, legally speaking, intellectually, we are a state and we are a people. All this talk about monopoly of power of the state should sink in the mind of all those pan-Cameroonian politicians, those colonialist apologists, that the Southern Cameroon is a state. The people of that state have the monopoly of deciding on their self-defense. We have the monopoly of advocacy for our self-determination, and we have so determined that we want outright independence, and we have picked up gun because that is our human right, that is our right under international law. No political scavenger should try to manipulate that. No political scavenger should try to manipulate that. We are acting within our rights, we are acting within the international law, and we are going to defend our country and our sovereignty. And anybody who commits treason, anybody who commit insurrection will be arrested. Let Kah Walla be known that, let her know that very, very well in her mind. Let it sink in the mind of Kah Walla and all those who are joking. You should understand that we are a state. We are a people representing that state. We have the authority from our people. We have the mandate from our people. They have demonstrated time and again that they want nothing to do with French Cameroon. They want nothing to do with French Cameroon. I will do the presentation very, very fast. I will take you people to Besali and to Bechati and to Tale, where you don't see some propaganda video them from La République du Cameroon, their military where they become for can stage some propaganda after they don't kill General Ayeke, where some Eric Tato they be done capture give it for the hand of La République du Cameroon, their agent, they made them begin work at torture our people them for inside Besali and Bechati. They be UC, Eric Tato then UZ for go deceive Seseko. Seseko them from prison, they start for support Ayeke, begin to raise their hope and begin to disrupt our revolution because them feel say they don't get a soldier them for ground. Eric Tato don't guarantee them an army. They don't know say na a trap for La République. They don't use them for torture our people. I go take one for inside Besali today and for Tale today. The population for they don't come out, they don't receive our people. I don't come for can't tell now today because our general don't come out for day. General don't come for day. General Ifang he don't come for day. He don't come install the youths them for Tale. That place where they be kill Ayeke. The people the way they be torture them, we don't visit their families, we don't visit their home, we don't heal them, we don't pray with them. General Ifang he don't go pray with them. General Sumanguru with another our general for Lebialem, no one put in them for outside. They don't go for day, they don't pray with the people them, they don't hold meeting with the people them. The people they don't bring their youths them, we don't give them some small basic training. We don't take away some of the leader them for that community, close to about 20 of them. I don't know if you give them the specific number. For go train them, make them come back for their village, can take control of that block for defend themselves actively. We don't also gather some of the youths them, organize them into scouts so that they be able to protect themselves against any enemy from out of Besali, Bechati, Tale, and from within. For right at the moment, no be our priority for stay inside Besali. We'll then on our way to Boya. But we don't try for set up a defense system within that community where they picking themselves, the native them, the village people them for Besali, the village people them for Bechati, the village people them for inside Tale. They fit defend themselves against any foreign forces and defend their population against La République du Cameroon. So those things that are already be in place. Around 20 of them they don't accept for go recruitment. I go play on the video. But when I know very well what really happened for our country, we don't see how our women then for Bamenda again, it don't show say them being at the heartbeat for Ambazonia. Yes, the Savannah state, it don't always be I think it be 4 times bigger in terms of population or close to 5 times bigger than the Atlantic state. And they don't really show say them being already a capital city for the heartbeat of Ambazonia. We'll be very proud of our mami them. We no be coordinate with them at all. I must say this one. But we were involved in terms of consultation and to be informed about what was going down in Bamenda. The woman they be done contact our general for inform me say they go match for inside Bamenda. They be done contact my office also. They be even propose say me then do a ghost town for remember our picking the way they killed them for Kumba. But the governing council and the ADF they be get meeting, they be decide for advice against a ghost town because if we say ghost town will be punitive, it will cause a lot of pain for our people them again. So they be decide for tell them say me then go ahead with their march pass. We'll be very, very proud for the woman them. And they don't show Ambazonian and then say we'll stand one. They don't show the international community say despite these 50-something years of annexation and recolonization by La République du Cameroon, our people they remain as one. I go play some of those videos them and then I go take one back for the real presentation where I plan for today. I go be very, very fast, do one just a rush presentation. I go take time again when I then come back for evening or maybe tomorrow for do another presentation, and would be very happy and excited say our TV it come for ground zero. So I go be able to watch us for our national TV. So I want to take una make we start from Bamenda. As una know very well, our people then for Eastern Bamenda they don't rise up. No, I will take the issue for school. When I know say some people then they work for La République du Cameroon, they don't join La République du Cameroon their campaign.
Okay, when I see you pass, I level that way now with text. Yes, the level that way the happen now me all to be the pass now. You don't know to be the pass. Understand?
So now images then this would see them for inside Victoria, would see them from right go up for Mutengene, how our picking them they run right up all those sides of East Atlantic State High School they don't close. Those people the way they be one follow La République du Cameroon for can stand for full our people them. Say me then talk say me then go back for school resumption for start for school back with La République du Cameroon. They don't see clearly how tense and how dangerous this type of action it be and how inconsiderate the action them be. Area them way it be under La République du Cameroon control. It no be possible for we for allow any La République du Cameroon school for go on for those areas because those school them na a provocation for the rest of the Pekin the way they for the military, na a provocation for the Pekin the way they for IDP and the refugee them, and na a violation of our national sovereignty. Na a very tense condition. For area the way Ambazonia the controller will be able to organize community school primarily because the community school get the backing of the local population, it get the backing of the Ambazonian Defense Forces and the sister forces them. So it create an enabling environment where when they begin and for school, they need to panic. Then get only one person for fear them. The La République du Cameroon, their military. Then get a good system for early warning in case they get any invasion or La République du Cameroon want to target this particular location them. So our population make them deceased for attend this La République du Cameroon school them because it expose them for both Cameroon military their action them as we don't see them across our territory. How the Cameroon military it torture picking them, move picking them from inside school, it torture them. These people they not like we, they not there for we, they go continue for violate we and for intimidate we, for implement Mr. Pobia a genocidal policy where it be meant for destroy our people them. We don't see how dangerous it be for the picking them how they come out for school. You see, now it take only one incident. Now picking them this is school. This is Victoria. This is very dangerous. It takes only one accident for somebody to lose their life. It takes only one. Look at this picking them. Climbing over this fence. It just take me that iron for that fence. It don't shoot picking for a belly and all that picking go die. Only one accident. That picking go die. One small mistake. That picking go die and all that. That is all it takes. So all those La République du Cameroon, they are activists them. Where they don't go chop soya. For can't talk to me what picking and go for go work for go back for La République du Cameroon their school. They need to stop that nonsense. Amazonia be here, it be here for stay. Me gonna know. The con man, La République agent, Chris Anu and Samuel Ekomesako, they become for support La République school resumption. But then when they realize and say, what people they are wise, and they go fall behind the leadership of Ayabacho Lucas and the leadership of Siseko Ayoktabi and all the forces them for ground zero. I mean all where they don't deny so will not go back for La République, will not allow their school to come back because school resumption for La République now it means for drop down weapons, now it means for we for surrender the war. Will not allow a foreign government may can begin run institution them inside our school, then we'll talk to the fight independence. It will never happen. It will never happen. But no matter what we do them, we don't always talk them. We don't always send a clear indication for our people and say, do not touch a student. Now a voluntary movement for stop the school. The least what we do them now for arrest the teachers. Not before kill the teachers. No. We should never kill a civilians because they boycott or they refuse to obey our orders. No. We must work hard, do the hard job for convince them, for educate them, for do the right thing. Our forces them go there for day as vanguards to protect them and protect their right. Even when that right is conflict with our right of sovereignty, we must be considerate enough for never violate the ultimate right of a human being, which is the right to live. That is our standard, and that is how our soldiers operate on the ground. They be the plan for carry out this attack for inside Kumba, for put them on our head, just like they carry the one for inside Moyoka. Yes, they use, if it be said they use na Ambazonia never carry that attack. If it be said they use na Ambazonia never carry that attack, as we be done play the video for Cameroon General, where he says the talks then get contact and then they use some Ambazonian fighters them. We be done tell una say somewhere come na a traitor, na an implant, it work for La Republic. Their action do not represent Ambazonia. Eric Tato is a double agent. His action do not represent Ambazonia. When I see a clear example, the Rango attack carry a major attack against our people, where he reached the stage where even the Pope in the talk. Ye the Eric Tato, he go post am for a national telegraph. When he come for a Facebook page, he pretend for una for keep that legitimacy. Say no, it want expose the SDO say na the SDO send out message. Who know very well say that message na a fake message we make am from his phone. Or na the francophone their phone where they make and send am for ye. Whichever the case. We already get enough evidence from the witness testimony. Ask yourself, say why the media they need to report the witness testimony. Why they need to go interview the parents for those speaking them, like how me Capo Daniel and I interview them. When a crime happen, any sincere and good faith investigator need for first talk now for the witnesses. The one go they come for can show na say would use na the basis of a fake screenshot for justify saying La Republic where go make we look ridiculous in front of the international community where they know say that one is just a ridiculous thing. If that was the case, why they not be publishing for the National Telegraph? So we need to be serious and we need to show the international community say we'll be honest for this fight and we need to kill our own people there. We need to be very sincere with them. When I go ask ourselves why La Republique du Cameroon, why the international media, why Kah Walla and all those other people them, they no become identify the particular people them where they be kill comfort for inside Kumba, for inside Moyoka. If the political parties, if the Catholic Church, their intention now for stop the abuses, the excesses, the killing of our own people, why they did not name the person who killed the lady in Moyoka Comfort? Why they did not name the group and their leader Sako who killed Comfort? Why they didn't do that? Because their only hope for La Republique, the only hope of all the pan-Cameroonian politicians them, now for group all the Amber boy into one and deny our diversity. Now for force we say all Amber na one. So that the group where they run create them, the infiltrator the way they run use them for hijack the main group where the Wami na represent the revolution, the IG. It be under their control and they go to do things in a way it go spoil the struggle and then they go use that one for condemn the whole struggle. The one for equate the revolution into the IG. For talk say the IG don't fail, now for talk say the revolution don't fail. For talk say Seseko it no be effective, now for talk say the revolution it no be effective. That is the whole point of La Republique. That is the only hope for La Republique. And we must be wise. The only fault they have tried to use the so-called restoration forces to set them up, divide them into groups, smaller groups, so that when they will fail, they will say that all of us have failed. No, the ADF is still the vanguard. Our forces have doubled in size. And we are more capable today than ever before to win the war. I will play for you audios during the time when General Ayeke be die, our communication with Ayeke and General Daiman, how will be the offer for camp for can help them during that attack. Will be the offer for camp, give them troops, will be get troops them at the border, 3 different locations, 3 different camps them with one enter for them for can help them. Now then deny I go play those audios so that I'm gonna understand the mafia where even the Daiman in the player when he be go out they send that audio, they talk with people that say, hey, ADF the one can kill you. No, I go play all those audios them. All our general them be well informed about the need for preserve all their communication and the evidence of their communication. I will play it for you now. But before I want to go for that one, because of lack of time, I get like less than 30 minutes for do what I do up. I want to tell and say our mommy the way they come up for inside Bamenda, they ram demonstrate say Ambazonia na one. Then kill our pikin them for inside Kumba. You know pain na only the mommy them for Kumba. The mommy them for Bamenda then come out talk say na our pikin them. Then sing morning song where people then stand up all together as one because we are one. No be Bameleke people then be the cry. No be Yaounde woman them, no be Bulu woman them, no be Northeast people them for La Republic be the cry, the pikin the way then kill them for Kumba. Now our woman them and our mommy them across Ambazonia. Now the capital city for Bamenda be rise up for say now our pikin and that when they kill our people them. Now our land that when they play now our land for sure na say will be one. Now a God ordained struggle this and we go win them. I will do very very fast because the video them already plenty. I hope I will finish it today. If I know we finish, I will do it tomorrow. But we will start with the video footages then from Bamenda for sure. Now wait till we happen for inside Bamenda. And if you imagine say those those videos them elude me. So I will first play this one first. The mommy the way they call we. So this was woman, for instance, Bamenda, he voice, he capture the heart for the woman for Bamenda. Then go there for go talk for the La Republique colonial governor. Say the killing of our people. Then talk say we kill our people. They not talking say our people they die. They say we they kill our people them. Now the only way that way they for fit express themselves during this type of circumstances. When I see how they march, they go up for Bamenda. When they cry, they go up for Bamenda. When I hear their cry, how did they cry? Where our children we are looking for. Where our children, the mother of Bamenda then cry. For us the war, for us La Republique, so wusa our pikin and they way they don't kill them for Kumba. Now our pikin them, no be their pikin them. Now our pikin they die. Now our pikin the way they kill them every day for Bamenda, for Kumba, for Moyoka, for Pinying, for Moliko, for Munye, for Tiko, for Motengene. Now our pikin the way they kill them. Now La Republique they kill them. Me then stop them. We need to take the boldness. This mommy them, they be one come up for 1st of October. Now we hold them back. Then tell we say me then whole goes down. They need to coordinate with us. They are not part of our structure, but they get the courtesy for talk for we, for inform we for the activity them, and for tell we say they stand for independence and nothing but independence. They want freedom, and they are tired of the silence of the war. They are tired of La République du Cameroon carrying out genocide. Come for people their house, remove Pikin them for inside Kumba, shoot them in front of their mommy, Pikin the way they come up for Boya, for come holiday, for inside inside the neighborhood for Boya. Move them for house, shoot them. Go for sand pit, carry Pikin the way they carry sand, then execute them. Come for Bamenda, move mechanic for inside house, kill them. Our woman them, they don't talk say the war need for understand, say this is not normal. We cannot accept this as normal. Today, with the year, we see document where Mr. Pobia, person where his own country voted, say me lead. Whether na fake vote or not. Because na illegitimate president, say me lead, they pop it. Would I hear now say they ran lead ye, say me can announce say they get national mourning on the 31st. When they be slaughter our people there from Garbu, they no be mourn. Now the one now today the one way the one can mourn them. This one na a big setup where they don't try for do for our people them, but we need for stand up strong. For fight say the freedom where our people them, then deserve them, that the same freedom where they go get them. The Wamami them, then go for inside La Republique. Unfortunately, because of lack of time, I don't get all the the patient for show the video themselves will be very, very fast. The colonial governor, he asked our people, they say, make them sing national anthem. Our women, they say, no. That is a rejection of La République. That is a demonstration that they have rejected La République du Cameroon. They don't want the union. They don't want to be a part of a country that do not recognize our sovereign right as a people, that do not recognize our human right or the value of our life. A country that denigrate our people, destroy, kill them, destroy even the corpse of our children. Now La République then push we for this position. Now they be violate the even the constitution where they be bring up for put we together with them. Our women them they don't send a clear indication for those politicians like Kah Walla, Frundi, and all those pan-Cameroonians them. All of those people where they dream for take we go back for La République, they don't send them a message say they don't reject La République du Cameroon. If La République they plan this campaign, as we don't see her, even Brenda Bia Idango begin use that their hashtag end the Cameroon, the Anglophone crisis. They attach them with their intelligence forces for use a deadly strategy for go kill our own people them. For turn and for blame and for we feel say go work our women for Bamenda, they want freedom. It is a mandate from the people. It is a popular mandate. We have the people behind us. They have delegitimized La République by refusing to vote. And we are sending a stern warning for any pan-Cameroonian who is an Amazonian citizen, for every political scavenger like Kah Walla, and all those Stanley Eno and all those people who think this war is an inconvenience because they have had some success in their life, including those who are abroad. So they are going to allow the 80% of our people who live in abject poverty, who are the ones bearing the brunt of the colonization. Those who have money, they have posted them in Yaoundé and in Douala. They don't care about our people. They don't care. They are not in touch with the men on the street. If they try to undermine the people's right, their people demand for outright independence and separation. If they try to undermine it, if they commit treason by declaring La République du Cameroon right of monopoly of power in our own land, they will be arrested. Kah Walla will be arrested for the treasonous statement she has made. The people of Southern Cameroon, we are a state. We, the people, have the sovereign and the monopoly of organizing our government. We have the monopoly of empowering the people who can carry arms. By that right, we have chosen to rise up and organize ourselves into self-defense group, into political organization to represent the aspiration of our people and rebuild our shattered economy, our shattered government from scratch. Nobody can take away that right from our people. No manipulation can take away that right from our people. We don't see how La République, they don't saying they from 3 school drop out. The ex-convict me come for inside our land for can begin mock we with this stupid statement them. We don't see them for TV, make I play the video so that we go be fast. I'm not going to play all the video though I want time, but our next show I'll put it up and give you the perspective there.
I can quote it all the time. Open your Bible, you see. Romans 13, 1-5. That power comes from God. And all those who have authority, they come from God. Chief von Mokete is here today, the paramount chief, because God says he will be the paramount chief. That's what God says. President Paul is head of state because God said, you are the head of state.
Objection. Objection.
Okay, let us put it that way.
Objection. Objection. That woman, he talk. I go play the video for the woman. We will analyze them next time. But I want to let una make una know say this idea say now God he ordained a president where they want use them for disguise. Now an insult to the intellect of our people them. Then Fisa will be so fool for things say somehow now God put Paul Biya for power. Now God allow Paul Biya make thief election for Fundi for the men for power. Make Atangaji Paul and La République du Cameroon know. Say now God he be put Southern Cameroon may be separate from La République. Even though La République be vote for the United Nations against our independence. Now God he be give we the victory. Make Atanganji Paul and La Republic no say, now God, if he make a me Jongu funcha them, then go for inside Fumban conference, they no sign no treaty with La Republic. Now God, if he give we that chance. Me, they understand. Say, now God, if he give that chance for we. Say, me, La Republic, they can make the mistake for go against the restoration law, for withdraw from the so-called imposed federal constitution where they get for we, for 1982, when Mr. Paul Biya be secede from the union, the so-called union where they be get and where no be even be a legitimate union. Me they know, say now God ordained struggle. It be this. I go quote them Bible for Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1 to 4. It talks say, woe to the shepherd who destroy and shattered the sheep of my pasture, declares the Lord. That means this one na Bible to the it talk for any leader or any president. Say, woe unto you. That means a curse be upon a leader where it destroy the people them for a land. Therefore, thou sayest the Lord, the Almighty God, concerning the leader of a country who is supposed to care for my people. He said, you have scattered my flocks, you have driven them away, and you have not attended to them. Now, a word that for the Bible for Mr. Paul Biya, say you don't scatter my pikin them for inside Ambazonia. You never care for them. They don't go for abroad. The verse it continue for talk. He said, and you have not attended to them. You don't really listen for our people when they become cry for you. When Harmony Bogba they be write you later, you don't listen for them. And the Bible says, behold, I will attend to you and your evil deeds. God will attend to una for una evil deed. As that woman in the talk, say now God don't talk, say he go punish una from Mr. Paul Biya to the Senate, to the parliamentarian, to the SGO, to Frundi, and all of una Kah Walla, who have ignored the cries and the death of the poor people. God will attend to you. God will attend to you. This is what the Bible says in Jeremiah 23, verse 1 to 4. He said, I will attend to your evil deeds. The evil deeds that you have done to the Ambazonian people. The killing of the people in Kwakwa, the burning of the villages in Kwakwa, the killing of over 20,000 of our people. God says he will visit your evil deed, Mr. Atanganji Paul. He will visit you, declares the Lord. Then I will gather the remnants of my flocks out in the countries. This is God talking of the diaspora. God says he will gather all the remnants who are gathered in the countries where they have been driven away. Yes, we have been driven away from the land of our birth. We are refugees, we are political asylums, we have integrated ourselves, but we have been driven away from our country by the corruption of La Republic, by the lack of job, transferring our jobs to Yaoundé, taking away our opportunities and handing them to their population, stealing our oil, stealing resources from CDC. We have been driven away to abroad. God says he's going to gather the remnants of the Ambazonians where they have been driven to. I will bring them back into their land. This is God saying, I'm going to bring them back into their land. I'm going to bring them back into their fold, and they shall be fruitful. They shall multiply. I will set a shepherd. This is God telling them that he's going to set a leader over Ambazonia. I'm going to set a shepherd over them, and we will care for them, and shall not fear anymore, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be missing, says the Lord. So this is a word from God coming to you people, that God have ordained for us a new shepherd, Dr. Cho Ayaba, who is going to shepherd the sheep of Ambazonia from the diaspora. He's going to take care of our people and give us the freedom, thus say the Lord, to you, Atanganji Paul and Mr. Paul Biya. So to them, at the Atanganji Pauls, to the Paul Biya, the Kah Wallas, who think that somehow they can undermine our legitimacy, who think that somehow we are stupid, God have sent them a message. In front of their eye, this woman have demonstrated what God have said to them. There is a God in heaven for all of our people who have been slaughtered. There is a God in heaven. Our boys did not pick up guns to go and carry out genocide. Our boys did not pick up gun to go and fight in La République du Cameroon. They didn't pick up guns because they wanted to pick up guns. They pick up guns because of the atrocity of La République du Cameroon, because of the killing of our own people, because of the murder of Julius, because of the burning of Kwakwa, because of the beheading of Samsoya, because of the killing of our student, mutilation, the Kales we have been going under for years. This is why our people pick up guns. This is why our people gather themselves on the 22nd of September 2018. This is why on the 1st of October, they embrace the Ambazonian flag as a flag for the Southern Cameroon territory. Our people are not calling for separation because they don't love Africa, because we have voted to join these people. It is they who refuse to recognize us as a people. Even in the United Nations, they voted against our own union. Independence for joining, they rejected it because they want assimilation, they want annexation, they want colonization of our own people. We are a state. Our state have the sole monopoly of using power. Our people have not formed a government yet, but by the right and internationally recognized right of organization, international right of representation, the people have represented themselves in this organization that is leading them to accept their right, the right of their sovereignty and their monopoly of using power and ammunition on our territory. We have the monopoly of self-determination. We have monopoly of protecting our own self. Ultimately, we have monopoly of organizing ourselves into this political entity to represent our state. Only the people of Southern Cameroon have the right to organize a government. Only our own people have decided to vote against the government of La République by refusing to participate in their election. More than 99%. La République have lost its legitimacy to rule. They have lost its legitimacy to governance, and therefore have lost the monopoly to exercise a governance power and the right to bear arms in our territory. Our people have mobilized themselves, they have organized themselves into institutions, into the governing council, into the IG and all these other organizations, legitimately so. Even according to La République Constitution, we therefore have the monopoly of self-determination. That power comes along with our monopoly to self-defense. It comes along with our monopoly to bear arms to fight for our freedom and independence. Like the people of South Africa, even like the people of even Singapore fought against Malaysia for their independence. Like the people of Senegambia. This is our sovereign right under international law. Southern Cameroon is a state. We are a sovereign people and we have sovereign right. And we are exercising that right. And I am sending a message to all the political scavengers. The people who have made their career, Kah Walla, from representing the people, who are now distorting the history of the people and want to derail their aspiration for independence, that they should be careful and they will be held accountable for treason. Anybody who practice insurrection against the Southern Cameroon will be held responsible. They will be held responsible. I will take una now for Besali, for the place where La République, they don't come for go create their own organization them for represent we. Now their whole strategy that. So that they go come point this organization them for point and say they don't fail, that means they we don't fail. No, we are still there, we are still strong. We are more stronger today than yesterday, as I am telling you. To be honest, it's not a joke. They wanted to equate the struggle to the IG. To say now the IG have failed, so we have failed. No, we have not. Ma take una for Besali. When we see how La République don't come for they can make out. Next time I'll play the video with the audios and communication with General Diamond and Ayeke. I'll play those audio. Those Nimpolis who have been coming out and making these stupid statements, they will be shamed. So our people, they don't go meet up the people of Besali, may they express themselves. Na SDF, na ADF this for inside Tale. the place where La Republic became key Ayeke. For listen for the population, for hear their cry, and for help them for set up their own defense.
So, as we don't come to, we make them be in peace. We begin to visit we here all the time. Because we want to make us go. If you know that place, don't go.
So now the local people then this for inside this village. Now the local chiefs and that and all the authorities them inside this village. They beg the ADF. Say me they no come for inside Besali, Bechati, Ntale, and then go back. Say me them begin to come for day every time. Before one come out for day, we then select some picking them for the villages for go train them. Me then come back and defend their block because we'll be on our way to Boya. We'll be Johnny Waka. We'll day for on our way to Boya. We'll be on a mission. Now why don't we need the ocean for one place? We'll day on a mission. We'll then set up a defense mechanism for this community. Me they picking necessary for that land and defend their village. Me them protect themselves because they know themselves better. They can better defend themselves. And these are not defense forces. These are not nationalist forces. This is not army we have created there. No, not an army. We have created a self-defense force for them to protect themselves and the interests of our people and participate in the national movement for our liberation. So that is what we have created there. So now here, now our General Sumanguru, aka Grandpa Dave for inside Great State of Momo, with our general way there for inside Lebialem Narenda for day. They don't promise the people and say we go stay for day, we go create bases for inside day. We don't take the picking away then day for day, 20 of them, we will go train them, that picking they go come back and create and establish an Ambazonian Defense Forces camp, brigade, whatever name we want to call them, for inside Besali, for inside Ntali, and for inside Bechati. Now only the picking for that area we will train them, meet them form and for DSSF so that they go better protect them people. Themselves, and they could work hand in hand with their sister and brother them across our territory for coordinate our march towards Boya. This is leadership on the ground. The population they express themselves very well. Some of the family members and where they be kidnap them, where Ayeke they be kidnap them, torture them, we go visit their family homes. Make a play, make gonna hear how the people they run complain. Yesterday, I began some communication with some Seseko people the way they kind of tell me say why I need for the expose this atrocity the way they commit them. They need to do them because they like our people them. They do them for political reason. They want to cover them because they be use them. They be promise them say Ayeke go be in their army. They no be even care about the security for Ayeke. They no be care about if a group them be infiltrated or not. They no be care if na a double agent we can give them Ayeke. They no one even care about the atrocity the way the people they go through for ground zero. They don't care about them. Always they don't care and I say they want to be power, they want to be in a government, they want to be president, they want to be this one. That nonsense need to stop. If we need for win, we not be disconnected with the local population. We must always know so we only be a vanguard for the local population.
Look, I ask you, if you not talk the street, it is send you only for down here. Now I be here about this struggle. I be the most happiest person only people get our own freedom. But at the end too, me I become again, I can't see how the freedom, you don't turn again against we I say better than La Republic. Because your own brother, you know with the sister, you don't get your own road where if you make small market, now for that road you pin trap. They make you only for me squander all the money. And they can't make them again. They like say some of we the civilian, they fear where we don't fear. So they peace again not there among we. They only say we think this peace. Now say when you get small trouble, you pick your brother, go give them for them.
So another here now the population this they talk about how that group be done turn that village where they be even need for 10 against them go for La Republic. They block them for their market, they do things unreasonably. Now the reason that way them call we come for day. Now the reason that I will be done tell General Diamond. Say if one person again die for inside Besali, we no leave them. We no feel leave our people that mean they die every day.
among we the civilian them anymore. So far you just hear say Amber Day when he bring gun, interest go climb on top money. Money 10,000 go burn 25,000. It be fair, my brother. And the talk so for the behalf of where I don't pass through. I need to hide them. I get my husband. And the husband, that time for La Republic, they can't catch his brother, they can go. They catch them too. Nabamenda boy, they go kill one, they live in and that. That time they be all deaf for Claire. All man is struggle. So the one Claire military, they can all man run. They catch you go, one man remain when I'm a master. We owe our own brother too when our own brother money for Claire, where they don't take and chop. I can't surprise and maybe be that time, that money burn. The burn like how we burn fish the burn. Hatred be, they carry and go, where Amber, they write book, writer. It can't be said they this thing. The matter, my master don't plan my marriage, he chops mon janky. Say one make my marriage, they say today. If we come and chop that matter now, that money must score it. They will come on top that matter from 10,000 to 25,000, from 25,000 to 50,000. If you don't keep 200,000, 50,000 shit, you give me marriage. So they think me hold me over. Una there for yes.
So now the thing in this way that happen for our people them. We need to listen for them. We need for no cover up the problems and way, groups and way, infiltrators and double agents that and create them with the sole purpose for cause them and go against our people by misleading them with wrong instructions, with wrong ideology, say them being a government. For begin to give them how na expect person who never go school, who never be trained about land problem, for even know how for manage land problem, marital problem. All this scam need to stop. If any man in love Amazonia, me no ever open that word against a government. Na a bad ideology, na a poisonous ideology. They don't want una, they don't want Seseko. Me na stop that thing say president, government, all that nonsense. They don't open a big door for La Republic for enter inside we. A big door. Look what people that for inside Tale they talk am. You feel say na people that in this way they no fit accept this type of liberators. As I talk for now, because of lack of time, I get less than 10 minutes for close the show. I'll close the show because of lack of time. I need to go for work. Inside Bamenda, as I talk for now, those people them way they or mami the way they go march for Bamenda, La République du Cameroon, they don't unleash a barrage now for Bamenda. They don't release prisoners for upstation for Bamenda. Me they start do kidnapping for ransom for Bamenda now. So as I talk for now. And I don't want to talk for any prisoner. Because when they listen for me, when they get because some of them call me. Any prisoner where they for Bamenda, if they don't send you, me we go do kidnapping for ransom. Me you begin do calling. Then the one that will feel that they do kidnapping for ransom. You are worse than Atanganji Paul. You are worse than Paul Bia. You are worse than General Kah for La Republic where they work and murder our people. You be worse than the person where kid is speaking for inside Kumba. When mami the way they don't go protest, they don't go give we pride. Go talk for the colonial governor say we don't reject La Republique their national anthem. That same mami them they can't tell una for prison. Muna they call that they intimidate una. La Republique, and they always tell una how La Republique they work. We don't take time study them. They use only prisoner even from Kondengi. La Republique they use prisoner because they go give una. They don't take away una freedom. They give una small privileges, small bread, small pop off, allow you visit, allow you phone. All those type of things. Then they can't tell you say, go talk for them. Go talk for Capo. Go talk for the one. Me, I go do the one. Because when I for prison, when I give voice. Now that they use una for attack our own people. When I hear, the one na one of the call for the woman the way it stand for. I don't want to talk to the woman because La Republique will go start making key them again. But definitely they know say they don't contact them because we don't get the call for 8 of our women the way they be participate for that protest march. When I be see how they be go military be work our video, they work our videotape them. They don't give their number. I mean 8 of them. They don't call their family. They threaten them. They pretend an Amber boy. But they don't contact me. Say Capo and then I think this way it happen. We don't give the case for our general for inside Bamenda. They don't contact some of those people that were prison. They don't warn them. They don't tell we say them people that were prison. They don't release prisoners them for Bamenda. I mean they don't release Anglophone prisoners them. One the way they be catch themselves for field where they be fighting for Ambazonia struggle. They don't give them that freedom, make them go do kidnapping for ransom. They don't open them camp them where they work drive them inside this secret prison for Bamenda. I mean, they get secret prison them for Mulang or yes, what inside Mulang, if you imagine. Inside Mulang. So we go start operation them back for Bamenda, like we don't start the one for today without notice. We're not going to tell on our details, but it go push you for do some things that will not be done, will never be ready for do them because we'll be ready to get the weapons them where the stabilization fund we need for provide them. But I want to play this audio. I'm gonna hear the one of the caller where he name na we identify one of the prisoner. Ma get una name first. One of the prisoner where they use it for inside Bamenda prison for make this call them, intimidate those women them. Now a convicted prisoner. He name na Ahmed Kamoni. Ahmed Kamoni. He come off for Bui. He dey for Bamenda Central Prison. He be been a fighter for inside Bui. They catching her for Bui go to for prison. For Bamenda, they use na them for make this do it they call and answer na calling. So if una dey for Bamenda, una be careful. All quarter una need for organize una self. Make una know the way na for the Bamenda brigade. All quarter for Bamenda, una organize, una use them. If una see this fake Amber boy the way they come can kidnap una when la Republic agent, una catch him. Una catch am call na me. Capo Daniel na my number that na me I be the deputy defense chief. Una catch them call me. I go send people that me they can't take am for una hand. Ma play this audio me gonna hear. Now the Ahmed this, the one that the Ahmed where they for inside prison, we don't call one of those people them for Bamenda, then we don't talk coach the woman a picking, now the woman a picking answer the man so now they call this.
But you know my way to talk for you. You know man to way to talk for you. I say, but you know my way to talk for you. Yes. Now you don't call no. Wait. Now you don't call no over talk. Now you don't call, but you know what we talk with you. I say no. Okay, wait. No, wait. When I'm middle face to face, we will talk here now. Yes. When we meet face to face, then we then talk. Yes. Yes, I said leave out. No, wait. Yeah. Yes, wait. Yeah. When we meet face to face, we will talk. Now, so I don't talk. Yeah, we will talk. Problem no day. Now you dey talk, and I meet you dey talk. Leave out. We don't meet face to face, we will talk. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yes. No, I said, well, me now go meet up. No worry, I will meet up you. Yes, no, I will meet up me now. Go talk face to face. You don't talk the go far. Leave up. Me now will be talk face to face. We talk. Don't ask him. Okay, thank you.
So I know left the audio actually be very long because of lack of time. I think I get less than 5 minutes to round up the show. So now I think this way they happen for inside Bamenda and all across Ambazonia. La Republic don't fail for defeat our forces them on the battlefield. Now they tend for use na kidnapping for ransom as an effective strategy for fight against the will of our people for continue for demand independence and for resist through the ghost town and the school boycott. Their only hope now for use infiltrators and traitors to set up such gangs and sponsor and protect them, provide them logistic for kidnap our own people them. In exchange, this gang they collect the money, they actually collect the money for their own accounts. Some of our people then they don't come for me, where they don't show the receipt with their family, they don't pay ransom for La République du Cameroun, their military, then begin laugh, then allow them, then deny to follow up the case. So now mistake where they be make them. Now we don't know the truth. We go suffer kidnapping for ransom like part of the pain for our independence where it come from La Republic. But it be up to us to break that cycle of fear. I don't tell the woman for Bamenda. We know the people that were prison where they do the kidnapping for ransom, where La Republic use them for kidnapping for ransom. They drive them inside their motor car to arrive for Mulang. Kidnap people and go to for safe houses. The next time we need for march go now for prison, for inside Bamenda, we need for march go for prison. For call out La Republic. And I advise all quarter, una get quarter head them already. Una organize una self into anti-gang. Anti-gang. Because La Republic they use gangs them where they don't create them from prison for carry out this operation. Under their supervision and their direct coordination. They use anti-gangs like proxy agents for carry out covert anti-revolutionary operations against targeting the heart and minds of our people. Una must catch this boy the Wuhan. Una must catch this boy the Wuhan. And wait what they do and today for inside Besali, who ran do for inside Tale, inside Bechati. Now for give hope for our people, then say the Ambazonian Defense Forces remain the vanguard of them, of their revolution. To fight against kidnapping for ransom. We shall fight against kidnapping for ransom. We shall fight against the corrupt politicians from Maryland. My time is off. We shall fight against all the infiltrators. Even they have 1 million infiltrators, we will not get tired to call them who they are. We will not get tired to call them for what they are. We will keep on calling them. We will not get tired for fighting. We must fight. We must fight. We must fight until we attain independence. La République de Cameroon, their economy don't crumble. Our diplomacy don't get the highest recognition right now as we talk. Not be all thing the way they need for spill them. Sooner or later, we're going to see how our international partners are going to speak more and more. We're going to see how it don't force even the Malema for South Africa for talk. Many other people, many other things that they go on for the background. We must hold our ghost town with care. Make sure say every Monday or Monday for house. Independence, it go come. It no go come without a cause. We must be waiting for fight and do the hard job. And what people that need to know, say now we get the monopoly for carry gun for our land, no be La Republic. Now we get the monopoly for set up schools for our land, no be La Republic. Now we get the monopoly for govern our land, no be La Republic. La Republic, their territory, their sovereignty, their sovereign power start and end within their national borders as recognized by international law as they were admitted in the United Nations. Now for their monopoly is start, now for they will end. So all that are nonsense for our territory me end. And we'll send that one as a message for all our citizens them. As the title for this show today be, now a strong message will send them for inside for all these political scavengers for La Republic. Say me them be very, very careful. Another video they know about one show them, but we'll not get enough time, so I will leave them. But one more I remember.
He told me
May una remember our Pekin the way they did for Nigeria.
working money why he just eat. So he is here with a painful hand, but he still decides to work.
Now our Pekin and that for inside refugee camp them, for IDP camp them. More than 2 million Ambazonians them be directly affected. We shall not forget about them. We shall fight for their justice. We shall fight for their right to be in a country where their dignity and their rights will be respected. We shall fight for the justice of General Ivor. We shall fight for the justice of Samsoya, from Akum Julius to the 21 killed in Bui, the 27 killed and slaughtered in Gabu. We will fight for justice. We will fight for independence. We will fight for our sovereign right as a people and a state. And our forces, the Ambazonian Defense Forces, they will remain as the vanguard to fight for the independence of our country. Our soldiers, who are citizen volunteers, selfless individuals, they don't put their life on the line to sacrifice themselves for our independence. Now our duty and our job for support them, for give them the equipments where they need them for fight for our independence. These citizen volunteers, where they don't rise up, this youth, where they don't rise up for exercise this right of self-defense, for our self-determination, then deserve to get the best equipment we will provide them for them. We call all Ambazonians from home and abroad in the diaspora to do the sacrifices that is needed for us to give them the weapons they have demanded. General Big Number is waiting for you. They are counting on you. The IDPs, those who are in the diaspora who have run away from their country, they are counting on you to have the weapons they need to fight to defend our homeland. I want to take this moment once more for salute General No Pity for telling us around here. We don't get the message we don't send from outside. How La Republic, they don't ambush them, they don't kill 4 of his soldiers. 4. They don't kill 4 of soldiers for No Pity. Now than that, very, very sad. Our heart be very broken. May the soul of those who they ran die for inside Bangolang. May them rest in peace. We don't always advise No Pity. Say, for partner with these people, then for Maryland, they make drama where they never ever give you money for buy gun. They never give you money for buy bullet. Just because of the issue, say na they don't make you say na government, this and that. You don't come up begin follow these criminals. They are worse than La Republic. Look at what has happened to your children. Not that people they need to die, but the way they are exposed now. No mentorship. No mentorship. So I will close the show today and we will continue. Now the No Pity this video, the audio.
I not over talk for you because I don't go over beg with you because it is supporting. I want to make all people that for diaspora, I mean, no share.
So
the money where they say if it be in a war draft, if they don't want give we, may they talk.
So that the No Pity that they complain about the war draft, they never get the weapon the way they for food defend themselves. They don't can key boy them. They don't can key boy them for nothing. So may God keep me them rest in peace and may He open the eye for no say these people the way they allow them me them die that way. Now their intention where they be want to do. God bless you now.